So life is an experience, and to be really free means that you can choose what experience you want to have. That's true empowerment. And you will realize that it's not just about the big experiences. How much money are you going to earn, and where are you going to live, and who are your friends going to be, and I mean it's a lot of small experiences that you might want to change. And essentially what I mean is absolutely anything that you can think about throughout a day, anything you can perceive or feel or sense in any way whatsoever is an experience, and it's up to you how you want that experience to be, and if you want it at all, if you want it to be different. And when you have control, and when you have the ability to change or shape these experiences, then you're very empowered. So you will see that essentially being in this life experience, you want to be free. You want to be in control of your life, of your experiences. And ultimately you just want to choose what experience you want to have without having a second thought to it, any doubt or any issues with whether or not you can have that experience. You want to be so free and empowered that you simply just have that experience. And there are many stages towards gaining the ability to step in to that experience. One of the lowest stages would be hope. You recognize that when you hope for something to happen, it's not something that you have a very close recognition as something that is even possible. I've talked about how you are essentially just experiencing consciousness, and whatever consciousness you want to experience is a consciousness that you step into and allows your subconscious programming, which means that you now have that experience. And to hope for something to happen, to have hope, simply means that you don't even recognize it as a possibility, which you ultimately should want to be able to recognize if you were truly empowered. But you hope that it's a piece of consciousness that exists out there, without taking into account that for you to experience it, you need to step into it, you need to feel it, you need to have that experience. So hope goes out the window. It's not something to play around with if you're going to truly be free. And then after hope you have faith. Now you're kind of starting to recognize that it is something that's there, but you still haven't stepped into it. It's more of a higher degree of recognition as that consciousness being something that you can truly experience. And then you have belief. Now you have started to believe that it's actually there, and you believe that it's something you can experience. And then you have trust. You're not really at knowing yet, but you know that it's there, and you think that it's possible for you to experience it. And then comes knowing, which is the thing that you want to master. You want to have so good clarity about consciousness being anything that you can possibly think of, any type of experience, any type of thing mindset, whatever it should be, that you know that it's there. And when you know that, you can also know that it's something that you can have. And now we're talking about ultimate freedom. If you can recognize what experience you have right now or around anything in your life, but you can know that you can change that experience, then it doesn't get much better than that. It's rather a matter of skill when it comes to stepping into it and not playing around with any thought matrix surrounding that thing. So know that you can do it. If it comes to getting to 9/11, if it is about whatever you can possibly desire to experience, you need to know that you can do it. And what then happens when you know it is that you are acknowledging the fact that it's there, it's something that you can experience, and compared to hope, you have now kind of stepped into it, if that was your choice, because it's there and it's something you can have. When you recognize that what goes around comes around, and you can have self-awareness of whatever you are experiencing right now, you will see that you are always following the rules of the game. But it's rather a matter of, are you creating the outcome that you want with these rules? Because if you sit at home like this, thinking that I can't reach 9/11, it's going to be very difficult, well then that is the experience you will have. If you instead sit like this and think, I can do it, I know I can, then that is a reality that you are creating for yourself. And what goes around comes around. And that is truly what you will be creating. And then if you have this tiny little idea going on that it's going to be very difficult, it's going to be a nightmare process, but you still know that you can do it, well then you're creating the fact that you can do it, but it's going to be a nightmare process. You will still have success because that is what you're energizing, but do you really need it to be a nightmare process? Why would you create that? Why can't it be a joyful, beautiful experience with phenomenal achievements every day, taking you closer and closer to ultimate empowerment? So you are always playing by the rules. It's not really possible not to. It's just, do you have enough knowing of the fact that it's all just consciousness, and it's simply just a train that you choose to jump onto amongst many other trains leading to other experiences. And you can choose. And you can choose exactly what you want. It's just consciousness. And if you can be aware, you can recognize what you are experiencing now in all life's experiences, in all situations and areas of your life, and recognize whether or not that is the type of experience you want. And with a good knowing, you will know that it's just consciousness. You can pick and choose something else, whatever you want, and then you choose that, and you know that you can have it, and you will have it. And yeah, of course, doing the part of the journey where you learn to master your mind, to deal with yourself, to change between these experiences without entertaining the idea that maybe it's going to be difficult, maybe you can't do it. I mean, it's a phase. It's something that you will go through. You will learn to master it. Are you strong enough? Can you choose to be that strong? Isn't that also just consciousness that you can choose right now? And that will determine the outcome. So you see, the game is pretty simple, really. It's just to what degree can you control yourself, control your mind? To what degree can you know the truth? And the better you know it, and the more you have gained an ability to deal with yourself, to have control of your mind, to not be scared and give in to and start doubting yourself and, stepping all the way down to hope and faith, well, then you soon will master the game. Because it is pretty simple, really. But you need awareness. Stay aware. And recognize that it's all just consciousness. And you can pick and choose whatever you want.